session, we discussed about properties of triangles and subtopics, how we are segregated and all. So in this video, we are going to discuss sine rule and cosine rule and problems based on them. So I have given enough information about the topic called properties of triangles in the previous video. Okay. So today the topic of discussion is sine rule and cosine rule. First of all, sine rule. In any triangle ABC, A by sin A equals to B by sin B equals to C by sin C is equals to 2R, where R is circumradius. So here we will discuss about first what is circumradius, then we will proceed with the proof. So what is circumradius? In any triangle ABC, the point of concurrence of perpendicular bisectors of the sides of the triangle is called circumcenter. The point of concurrence of perpendicular bisectors of the sides of the triangle is called circumcenter, which is usually denoted by S. Okay, so this is circumcenter. This circumcenter is equidistant from the vertices. Okay, so SA equals to SB equals to SC. SA equals to SB equals to SC. Circumcenter is equidistant from the three vertices of a triangle. Okay, with S as center, either SA or SB or SC as radius, if you draw a circle, that circle will pass through all the three vertices of a triangle. So this circle we call it as circumcircle. Here SA or SB or SC is nothing but radius of the circle, that is called as our circumradius. So which is usually denoted by capital R. Okay, that is circumradius, the radius of the circumcircle which is passes through the three vertices of a triangle is called circumradius. Okay, now this circumradius and A, B, C are sides of the triangle. So throughout this chapter, here A is nothing but BC, B is CA, the length of CA. C usually denoted by AD. The length of AD is C. Okay. Now, if you take any acute angle triangle, circumcenter lies interior of the triangle. If you take right angle triangle, circumcenter lies at the midpoint of hypotenuse. If you take any obtuse angle triangle, circumcenter lies at the midpoint, circumcenter lies exterior of the triangle. So, if it is acute angle triangle, circumcenter lies interior of the triangle, whereas in right angle triangle, circumcenter lies at the midpoint of hypotenuse, whereas in obtuse angle triangle, circumcenter lies exterior of the triangle. So, in all three cases, we are going to discuss this condition is true or not. A by sin A equal to B by sin B equal to C by sin C is equal to R. In all three cases, we are going to discuss. Let us take with respect to one angle, that is case 1, if angle A is acute, whether A by sin A equal to R or not, we will check. And if angle A is obtuse, whether A by sin A equal to R also, we will check it out. When angle A is right, whether A by sin A equal to 2R or not, we will check it out. So angle A is acute angle. Suppose angle A is acute. So I am taking the triangle ABC. A, BC. Okay, I am drawing the circumcircle which is passed through all three vertices of a triangle. All the three vertices of a triangle. Okay, now what I will do is, we know the circumcenter lies interior of the triangle. So through C I am drawing one diameter. Let us meet, say this CD is the diameter. Okay, now join BD. Now this is one semicircle, this is one semicircle. So what is the angle here? Here the angle will be 90 degrees because angle in a semicircle. Angle in a semicircle. So now you consider this is radius, this is also radius because radius of the circumcircle. Now you consider the triangle BDC. Okay, what is sine of angle BDC? Sine of angle BDC is opposite side by hypotenuse. For this angle, opposite side is BC and hypotenuse is CD. Okay, CD is nothing but R plus R, 2R. So BC is nothing but already we discussed A by 2R. But now you see BC through BC, see above the BC is one segment, below the BC is one segment. So this is one segment, this is one segment. I am including BC. Okay, so this is one segment, this is one segment. We know that angles in the same segment are equal. Angles in the same segment of a circle are equal. So this angle and this angle will be equal. So sine of angle BDC I can write as sine A. So we proved that sine A is equals to A by 2R when A is acute. When A is acute, we proved that sine A is equals to A by 2R. Similarly, if A is right angle, what happens? If A is right angle, what happens? So if angle A is right, we know that if a triangle is right, we can say that the circumcenter lies at the midpoint of hypotenuse. So take a triangle ABC. So otherwise, angle A is right, BC. Circumcenter lies at the midpoint of hypotenuse. So this is R. This is also R. SB is equals to SC equals to R. Okay, now what is a BC? Now BC is equals to, I can say it as R plus R, 2R. This I will write as 2R into 1. This 1 I will write as sine 90 degrees because sine 90 is 1. Sine 90 is nothing but here sine, here A is 90 degrees. So we can write this as 2R sine A is equals to A. That implies we can write, if we send this sine A that side, A by sine A equals to 2R. So if angle A is right angle, though we got the result that A by sine A equals to 2R, 2 times the circumradius. If A is right angle, we got A by sine A equals to 2R only. Similarly, if A is obtuse, what happens? If A is obtuse, A, B, C, we know that circumcenter lies exterior of the triangle. So let us assume that it is a circle. Okay, no problem. So here the circumcenter lies somewhere exterior of the triangle ABC. Okay, now what I will do is draw one diameter through B. Draw one diameter through B, that is B. Join CD also. Now this is R, this is R. Now and this is diameter, this is diameter. So what will be this angle? Angle in a semicircle is 90 degrees. Angle in a semicircle is 90 degrees. Now take triangle BCD. Triangle BCD. Sine D is equals to how much? Sine of angle BDC. is equals to opposite side by hypotenuse. That is, opposite side is BC, by hypotenuse is 2R. Okay, sine BDC. Now, if you observe, ABDC is a cyclic quadrilateral. In a cyclic quadrilateral, sum of the opposite angles will be 180 degrees. So, this I will write as sine of 180 minus angle A, which is equals to A by 2R. BC is A. Now, sine 180 minus theta is sine theta. So, sine A is equals to A by 2R. That implies A by sine A is equals to 2R. So, if angle A is obtuse, angle A is right, angle A is acute, we proved that A by sine A equals to 2R. Similarly, we can prove that B by sine B equal to 2R, C by sine C is equals to 2R. So, what is sine rule states? A by sine A equals to B by sine B equals to C by sine C is equals to 2R. A by sine A equals to B by sine B equal to C by sine C in any triangle ABC, where R is the circumradius, ABC are the length of the sides. Here A, B, C are the interior angles of a triangle ABC. So this is about sine rule. Okay, now we can continue with the problems on sine rule. So problem 1. Angle A is 30 degrees, angle C is 90 degrees, length of the side C is 7 root 3. Then we have to find the length of other two sides. So here they are given that angle A 30 degrees, angle C 90 degrees. So angle B will be how much? 180 minus of angle A and angle C, that is 30 plus 90. That is 180 minus 120, that is 60 degrees. So angle B we got 60 degrees. Now we can use the sine rule. A by sine A equals to B by sine B equals to C by sine C. I'm going to use this condition. A by sine A, do you know the length of A? We don't know. So let us say A. By sine A value we know 30 degrees. Sine 30. Okay, which is equals to B by sine B. B also we don't know. By sine B, sine 60 degrees. And C value we know 7 root 3 by sine C. Sine C is sine 90. Now we can equate first two and last two. A by sine 90, nor otherwise. Continue. A by sine 90 means, sine 30 means sine 30 is 1 by 2. B by sine 60 is root 3 by 2 equal to 7 root 3 by sine 90 value 1. So A by 1 by 2 equal to B by root 3 by 2 equal to 7 root 3. Now you can equate first and last and second and last, so that you will get the values of A and B. So A by 1 by 2 means 2A. 2A equal to 7 root 3. Then A value how much? 7 root 3 by 2. This is over. Next. B by root 3 by 2 means, if you take reciprocal, 2B by root 3 it becomes. 2B by root 3, which is equal to 7 root 3. Okay. Now what is this becomes? 2B is equals to 7 root 3 into root 3 is 7 into 3. That is 21. Because root 3 into root 3 value is 3. Now 2B is equals to 21. What is B is equals to? 21 by 2. So they ask you to find the value of A plus B. So A plus B is equals to A value 7 root 3 by 2 and B value 21 by 2. That is, common denominator we can add numerator. 7 root 3 plus 21. Or otherwise we can take 7 into root 7 if we take common. Root 3 plus 3 by 2. So this is the value of A plus B. So they are given angle A 30 degrees, angle C 90 degrees, C is 7 root 3, then A plus B value. So that is the first problem. See the next problem, second problem. If sine square A plus sine square B equal to sine square C, then what is angle C they ask. So we know that what is sine A from here? A by sin A equal to 2r means what is sin A will be A by 2r. From this, sin A is A by 2r, sin B is B by 2r, sin C is C by 2r. Replace these three values in this equation, given equation. Sin square A will be A square by 4r square. Sin square B will be A square by 4r square. Sin square C means, sin square B is B square by 4r square. This is C square by 4r square. Okay, now common denominator left hand side. So A square plus B square by 4r square, which is equals to C square by 4r square. Okay, both the sides denominator will be cancelled. So you will get A square plus B square equals to C square. Now square of one side is equals to sum of the squares of other two sides by Pythagoras theorem. What is that? You can say that the angle opposite to the side C will be the right angle. So what is angle opposite to side C? This C means AB. AB opposite to the angle. Which angle? A. So angle A is 90 degrees. Angle C is 90 degrees. So the angle opposite to side C is angle C, which is 90 degrees. This is problem number 2. Now look at the third problem. Angles ratio they are given 3:5:10. Then they asked to calculate the ratio of the smallest side to the greatest side. Ratio of the smallest side to the greatest side. So how to do this problem? Angles ratio are given 3, 5, 10. So 3:5:10. So sum of the angles will be how much? 180 degrees. So the first angle is, say suppose some 3x, second angle some 5x, third angle some 10x is equals to 180 degrees. How much it is? 18x is equals to 180 degrees. So what will be the x? 180 by 18. 18 1 times, 18 10 times. So x is equals to 10. Okay. Now they asked to find the smallest side to the greatest side. We know that in any triangle, the side opposite to the smallest angle is the smallest. The side opposite to the greatest angle is the greatest. Here, first of all, calculate the angles. What are the angles? 30, 3 into 10, 30 degrees, 3x, angles are 3x, 5x and 10x. So 3x, 30, 5x means 50, 10x means 8. Okay, 10x is 10 times 100. So 100. So these are the three angles. The angles opposite to the greatest, the side opposite to the smallest angle is the smallest. The side opposite to the greatest angle is the greatest. So here smallest angle is 30, greatest angle is 100. Okay. So we know that. So from this triangle, from this result, sine rule, we can find out. Okay. So let us say A is the smallest side opposite to the angle 30. B be the greatest angle, greatest side opposite to the greatest angle. So from this A is equals to 2r sin A we can write. From this B is equals to 2r sin B we can write. Yes or no? So it is 2r sin A is to 2r sin B. Okay, that is 2r and 2r cancel. Sin A, sin 30 is to sin 100. Okay, sin 30 is 1 by 2 is to sin 100. So if you simplify this, 1 is 2 sin 100. No sir, in pos if you want to convert, 1 is sin 90 plus 10 cos 10, 2 cos 10. So 1 is to 2 cos 10 or 1 is to 2 sin 100. Depending upon the given option, you can mark the option, correct option. Okay, this is third problem. So angles are in AP, they are given in a triangle. Angles are in AP, then we have to calculate angle A, and moreover one more condition they are given, ratio of the two sides B is to C is equals to root 3 is to root 2. We have to calculate angle A. We have to calculate angle A. They are given angles are in the ratio. Angles are in the AP, arithmetic progression. If the angles are in AP, what is the condition? Suppose angle A, angle B, angle C are in AP. What is the condition you will get? 2 times angle B is equals to angle A plus angle C. So we know that now angle A plus angle B plus angle C is 180. So angle A and angle C, angle A plus angle C is 2 angle B. So angle A plus angle B, 2 angle B, 1 angle B, total 3 angle B. 3 angle B is equals to 180 degrees. Okay, so what is angle B is equals to 180 by 3? 60 degrees. Angle B is 60 degrees. Okay, now use this condition. B is to C is equals to root 3 is to root 2. B is, we can write as from this 2r sin B. 2r sin B is to 2r sin C is equals to root 3 is to root 2. Okay, 2r cancelled here. Sin B, B value 60. So sin 60 is to sin C is equals to root 3 is to root 2. Sin 60 is root 3 by 2. Root 3 by 2 by sin C equals to, this is also in terms of fraction root 3 by root 2. Now cross multiply. Cross multiply. Root 3 sin C is equals to root 2 into root 3 by 2. Okay. Root 3 into root 3 by 2. So sin C will be what? Root 2 into root 3 by 2 into this root 3 is on that side, 1 by root 3. Okay. Root 3 cancel. Root 2 by 2 means 1 by root 2. So sin C is equals to 1 by root 2. What is C? C will be 45 degrees. And the angle B we know already 60 degrees. So what is angle A will be 180 minus of angle C plus angle B. How much? 105. That is 75 degrees. So angle A they wanted, that is 75 degrees is the answer. Okay. Now look at the problem. They are given that in a triangle ABC, sin A and sin B are the roots of, sin A and sin B are the roots of c square x square minus c times of a plus b into x plus ab equal to 0. Then they ask you to find the value of sin C. So sin A and sin B are roots of this equation. We know that if alpha and beta are the roots of the quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, sum of the roots is minus b by a, product of the roots is c by a. Here the roots are sin A and sin B. I will take product of the roots here. Sin A into sin B is equals to c by a, that is ab by c square. From this, what is sin A? A by 2r. What is sin B? B by 2r. Okay, sin A is A by 2r. Sin B is B by 2r, which is equals to AB by c square. Both the sides AB will be cancelled. Okay, 4r square is equals to c square. C is equals to 2r. Okay, C is equals to 2r. But what is C from this? 2r sin C. So 2r sin C is equals to 2r. So both the sides 2r 1 times cancelled. So sin C is equals to 1 now. C is equals to 90 degrees. Okay. So sin 90 how much? 1. Sin 90 how much? 1. So directly here itself we can write sin c is equals to 1. Okay. So this is problem number 5. Now problem number 6, observe everybody. Problem number 6, they are given that perimeter of the given triangle is 6 times the AM of sines of the angles. Arithmetic mean of sines of the angles. And moreover, side of 1, length of the side of A is 1 unit they given. Then we have to calculate the value of angle A. Okay. So now perimeter of the triangle, suppose ABC are the sides, A plus B plus C is the perimeter, is equals to 6 times the AM of sine of the angles. AM is arithmetic mean. So what is that? Sum of the, that is sin A, in a way average, in a way average. So sin A plus sin B plus sin C by 3. Sum of the quantities by number of quantities directly. Now I can write in place of A 2r sin A, left hand side C, 2r sin B and 2r sin C, which is equals to 6 times of sin A, sin B, sin C by 3. 3 1 times, 3 2 times. Now if I take 2r common here, 2r into sin A plus sin B plus sin C equals to sin A plus sin B plus sin C into 2 is there. Okay. Now both the sides sin A plus sin B plus sin C, sin A plus sin B plus sin C will be cancelled. 2r is equals to 2. That implies r is equals to 2 by 2, 1. R is equals to 1. They are given length of the side A is 1. A, what is the formula from this? 2r sin A is 1. R value how much we got? 1. So 2 sin A equals to 1. Sin A equals to 1 by 2. So what is A? A is equals to sin 30 degrees, right? A is equals to 30 degrees. They ask you to find angle A. Now listen the sum problem. They given B is equals to 3, C is equals to 4, angle B is 60 degrees. Then how many triangles can be constructed with the given data? They asked. How many triangles can be constructed with the given data? They asked. Okay. So length of the side B and C we know. Length of the sides B and C we know. One angle we know. So we can use this, right? B by sin B is equals to C by sin C. Okay. B by sin B equals to C by sin C. Using this relation we can find the value of angle C. So B by sin B, B is 3 by sin B, sin 60 degrees equals to C by sin C, 4 by sin C. Okay. So cross multiply, 3 sin C is equals to 4 into sin 60. Sin 60 degrees is root 3 by 2. 4 into root 3 by 2. Okay. So what is sin C equals to? 3 if you send that side. So 4 into root 3 by 2 into 1 by 3. Okay. So 2 1 times, 2 2 times. So you got that. 2 root 3 by 3. 2 root 3 by 3. Okay. 2 root 3 by 3 value is greater than 1. Never. 2 root 3 by 3 value is greater than 1 clearly. So you can say that when sin C is when for which angle of C sin C is greater than 1? No. Because sin C range of sin X is from -1 to +1. It will not be beyond 1, it will not be less than -1. It will not be greater than 1, it will not be less than 1. less than -1. So we can say that for no angle C, sin C will be greater than 1. Therefore we can say that when no angle C exists, no triangle will be formed. So number of triangles can be constructed using the given data is 0. That is problem number 7.